the vlog. I am Gabby from Gabberdashery and I hope you're all having a lovely week. Me and Hobbes are here for a very different video this week because we have wanted to do this for ages and we haven't actually, oh bless you, we haven't got round to it, and it is a favourites video. So this is my top 5 favourites for July. Enjoy! Okay, so number 1 is tools, sewing tools. Sorry, I've got a dog trying to come up. This is Kit. Come on Kit, come say hello. Kit is our friend's dog and we are looking after him. Well, actually, I better explain. I'm in my parents' house today, so the backdrop is very different. And here is a guest dog. He's so cute. He's normally really furry and fluffy, but he's had his like summer clip because otherwise it all molts off. And he's very cute. So, okay, Kit's gonna join us for this part of the favourites. So yeah, my first favourites is tools. So I've become a brand ambassador to FISKARS, which is amazing because they really are a wonderful brand. They sell the most incredible tools and their sewing equipment is second to none. And I'm not being biased, I've used it before I was their brand ambassador and I honestly think they are brilliant. So I just thought I would show you some of them. So the thing that I had before I got my goodies from them is their rotary cutter. And it's brilliant because it's got that kind of trigger, and you can lock the trigger as well just there so that you don't have to keep pressing it down all the time, and it's just a brilliant rotary cutter. I hardly ever have to change the blade as well, and I do find with some rotary cutters you have to change the blade a lot. I don't know if that's due to the amount of pressure I'm putting on it or maybe even the fabric I'm using, but I've noticed that I don't change the blade nearly as much with that one, which is brilliant. And then they sent me some goodies. I'm very lucky. So first of all, the kind of usual ones, I got these 2 pairs of scissors. So there's the pinking shears, which are brilliant. I love these pinking shears. They're really, really like sturdy without being too stiff. Because I do find there's some pinking shears that are really hard work to get working. And these guys, these are amazing. They're dressmaking shears. I love the little sheath. And oh, they're just such great scissors. I mean, they cut everything like butter. And I'm not even the only one to say that. Megan came over and tried them out and she was like, oh wow, these are really good scissors. So I'm not trying to sell them, I'm just letting you know these are one of my favorites this month. But my biggest favorite from FISKARS is this bad boy. Oh yeah. It looks a bit like a torture device. Are you scared of it, Kit? It is a fabric ruler cutter. So for quilting, it's amazing. I use it for waistbands and things, and it's basically got a built-in rotary cutter to the end of a ruler. And you can, let's do it this way up. You can line it up to a pattern piece, say with some fabric underneath, like for a waistband, or a straight piece, and you just press down and rotary cut through. And I've used it for basically everything straight edge since I got this. I'm completely obsessed with it. The cut that you get with it is really nice and clean, and my only thing that I've learned is to definitely keep an even pressure, or maybe go over bits a few times, so kind of, you know, go over it a few times as you go through, especially with thicker materials, just because it kind of depends on your strength whether you really get that clean cut. And I'm a little weakling, so I need to do things a couple more times. But I mean, that's only like little bits on a long line and it does cut beautifully. So I'm completely obsessed with this thing. I keep talking about it. It is called, I don't know. I should have looked that up. It's called something like a fabric ruler cutter or something. I will put that down below. So that's my first favourites. It's FISKARS and it's sewing tools. Now to the second. My second sewing favourite is my favourite pattern of the month, and it's probably no surprise that it is the Kielo dress from Named. I'm completely addicted to that pattern. I'm on my 3rd one and I would love to show you the other 2, but they're already in the wash because I've worn them so many times and I'm just completely obsessed. It's such a quick, easy pattern. It comes together so nicely. I mean, it's basically making this kind of shape and then you wrap around, and I will insert pictures as well so that you can see what I'm talking about. But there's no other fastenings, there's no buttons, there's no zips, there's no elastic. It's just basically 2 pieces together with 2 ties. So yeah, so 4 pattern pieces I think it is, or maybe even 3, but it's completely, it's a beautiful, beautiful dress as well. I think it's a really original design. Every time I wear it, people are like, oh, that looks really kind of exotic, and it suits everyone, every shape I've seen in it, it really suits. And it's brilliant for going out, but you could also just wear it for a nice day out, or, you know, on the beach. It's a good cover up, so it's just so versatile and works in loads of different fabrics as well. And actually that's my main point about it, that on the pattern it says for lightweight stretch. So I think they said for like a silk chiffon stretch was the ultimate thing, and I'm sure that would be lovely, but it works in wovens. It really works in wovens. So the first one I made was in a duvet cover. The second one was in from my haul the beginning of this month, the pink crinkly fabric, crinkly cotton I think it was, and the next one I'm making in is also a woven. I think it's a viscose, and all of them really, really suit the pattern. So yeah, make it in anything, but it could also work in a jersey. It could work just pretty much anything, that pattern. I think it's so, so versatile, and it really comes together very quickly. So that is my favourite pattern of July. On to my third sewing favourite. So this month it is the English version of my favourite sewing magazine. So Le Maison Victor is a French sewing magazine. You can also get it in the Netherlands, and I think in Germany, and other places in Europe, but until this month it was not in English and it was not available in England. So I was over the moon when someone said, oh, have you seen on Instagram, I'm pretty sure Le Maison Victor is coming to England. And I was completely, I just stopped the conversation and went to Instagram and was like, oh my gosh, they're completely right. So this is its first English edition, and I had a bit of a nightmare trying to find one. I went to about 3 different shops, all of which should have had them, and they were already sold out. So the lovely Megan came to my rescue and went to her local WH Smith, which is basically a newsagent if you don't live in England, and got it. And oh, it does not disappoint. Let's have a look at the front cover. And also the back cover with all of the patterns. Yeah, it's amazing. So inside there are 8 free sewing patterns, full size, and I'll just show you how they do the patterns. So there's inside a kind of a pull out, I guess, with all the patterns. And yeah, there's a bit of overlapping, but I think they're really, really clear. Unlike some magazines where I would say their patterns are not so clear, these do appear to be clearer. But I haven't yet taken them out and really had a look. So I won't say too much about that because I don't have, you know, I can't give you my own opinion because I haven't done it yet. But I will show you the patterns. I'm completely obsessed with the skirt on the front. I'm gonna make that very, very soon. Gonna show you a better picture of it now. So it's called the Dolores skirt. There it is in full. And it's just a lovely midi skirt. It's got buttons all down the front, really lovely gathered waist. And I love the fabric they chose. I think the mustard just looks amazing. Really nice floaty summer wear. You could also get away with wearing this with tights in the winter. Kind of looks like culottes. I actually did think it was culottes at the beginning. Don't you think? But I'm happy with the skirt. And it's just, yeah, really, really cute. I think it's on everyone's to sew list that has this magazine because it really just would suit everyone, basically, and is really, really versatile. You can wear it with lots of different things, with a nice shirt, with a little cropped jumper. And talking of cropped jumpers, another thing that I love in here is this, because they do knitting patterns as well as sewing patterns. This is the Ophelia jumper. And oh, it's just so pretty. I don't quite understand the ins and outs of having two different types of yarn, so that you've got the kind of lighter yarn to give it a bit of a invisibility, a bit of a sheerness there. But I just think it's so lovely. The model looks great in it. And also that's something really, really important about what I love about Le Maison Victor is the styling is just second to none. Like they always look gorgeous and everything. There's a real kind of stylistic, I think quite an Instagram-led aesthetic to this magazine. I mean, they all look like really good Instagram pictures, basically. And I just love that though. I think, you know, if you're selling a lifestyle, go for it. And this is a nice lifestyle to sell. Then there's the Solange dress, which is just this lovely, I love how they do it really nautical here. It's just that lovely dress. And there's men's patterns in here, there's children's patterns. It's just all really lovely, all really makeable. There's great instructions in here as well. I love the way they go through everything with illustrations. And it's kind of like having a mini sewing book. So instead of the UK sewing magazines, which are a lot more article based, this is very much just, we have pretty patterns. There are like little bits of articles. I'm just gonna double check that. Yeah, there's some other little tidbits. Again, very Instagram-led aesthetic here. Just full of pretty inspiration. But the main gist of it is the patterns, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sewing patterns and 1 knitting pattern, and that for $5.99, that's pretty amazing actually. So that is why this is one of my favorites for July, because it's amazing. Yay! And my next favorite is nothing to do with sewing whatsoever. It is, da-da-da, can you tell what it is yet? The Harry Potter play! Oh my god! I went to see this with Elle from Sew Positivity last week, and I still can't get over it. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, no spoilers. Keep the secrets. But I am just going to say that it's very much one of my favourites for this month, because it's just amazing, and that's all I'm going to say. I couldn't leave without saying that, basically. As a massive Harry Potter fan and a true Ravenclaw, can you tell? Yeah, it's just, if you get a chance to go and see it, or even just read the script if you aren't going to be either in London or in, I think it's coming to Broadway soon, or in New York soon, and yeah, definitely read the script. It's a part of the Harry Potter world that I feel that everyone should be a part of. And if you do get a chance to get a ticket for the play, go, go, go. And if you have a year to wait like I did, don't worry, it really goes very quickly. And don't read the script before it. I didn't read anything about it. I didn't want to know, and I'm really, really pleased I did that. So that's my only advice. Just go and see it. And I will stop talking about it before I give something away. It's actually too hot to wear this cardigan anyway. So I'll get out of costume for my last favourite. And last but definitely not least is my 5th favourite, is a new series that, okay, I am involved in, and I know it might seem a bit biased, but it finally this month, my new series A Stitch in Time came out on the Collection YouTube channel. So the Collection is a video channel that brings together lots of different makers to create more interesting, in-depth videos as opposed to kind of their usual vlogs, and I was so excited to be asked, because I've had this idea for ages about going to museums and talking to historians and kind of looking through the history of fashion and fabrics and the way things are made, and then kind of recreating them myself in my own Gabby-ish way back in my sewing den. So that's exactly what I did. And in the first one, I go to Bath, to the Fashion Museum of Bath, and I look at their amazing lace exhibition. And then I take you back to my studio and we make my own little version of a Victorian lace collar. And it's a very short video, but it's something that I think's got a lot of content and a really different, interesting thing for me to do. And I love the fact that there's a tutorial in there. So do watch it. I have put the link below. I hope you will enjoy it. I do know that the lighting is not great in Bath. It just wasn't great. You're in a museum, and purposefully the lighting was dark because of all of the amazing garments had to be, you know, without light shining on them. So, you know, that's something that I've learned for next time, that I will maybe bring some external lighting with me if I can. But we didn't want to kind of rock the boat too much with our first video being in a museum. But anyway, I'm learning, and, you know, feel free to also throw me any feedback or let me know other things that you would like me to do as part of the series. Maybe there's another museum you would like, or another era that you would like me to talk about. But I have got the second one in the bag, so that will be coming to you very soon as well. And I think it's something that I'm really looking forward to exploring further and further. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So that's all my favourites. I'm really pleased that I finally did a favourites video. Behind me is something that I'm making at the moment. It's my latest Minerva Crafts blog project, and it's Ducky. It's a Lucky Ducky shirt. I'm already completely loving this. It's just the best fabric ever, isn't it? But I won't show you too much, because then I won't have too much to show you in the sew and tell, which I'm doing next week. I'm also going to be wearing this again, which is my Orla dress. Don't say anything yet. Yeah, I'm very bad at giving all my secrets away. Other than that, I think that's kind of about it. Hobbs, do you want to say goodbye to people? Oh, well, Kit's here at the moment. Okay, no, Hobbs is... I've got 3 dogs here just looking at me, and Kit's like won my lap, and the other 2 are not happy about this. But they're gonna go through and hopefully lie on Stephen's lap, because my poor husband is ill and he's watching a movie next door. And yeah, I'll probably go and join him for the rest of it now. After I finish my duck shirt, I'm gonna get on with that first. Anyway, all right, speak to you soon. I hope you're having a lovely time. Take care. Bye. Hello, Kit.